No one is slowing down in this hiring race for the right talent. That's why Principal wants to help you stay competitive by providing a comprehensive benefits package tailored to your company's and your team's needs. Because having the right benefits may help you reward and retain your team so they feel valued, motivated, and ready for the future. And that makes all the difference for your business. From large corporations to small and mid-sized businesses, Principal has the retirement and group benefits plans customized for your goals. Your company's future depends on its people. Give them the tools they need to succeed. Talk to your financial professional today about the right benefit plans from Principal. Principal Life Insurance Company, Des Moines, Iowa. For important information about our products, visit principal.com/disclosures.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
What's up? It's your boy, The Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the Men's Room knows just who it is. So to you we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Stephen Throwhill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast a man by the name of Mr. Tom Matte. He's a former Ohio State Buckeye. He's a former Baltimore Colt. Played on the Colts from 61 to 72, way back in the day. And believe it or not, he ranked 6th in team history with over 4,600 yards. Now, he was also a former co-worker of mine and Ted's when we worked for the Ravens Radio Network. He was the color guy on the Ravens radio broadcast, and we worked with him on all the different NFL-related sports shows. That said, Ted and I individually would run the board for a lot of his shows, and one thing he was notorious for, they would do these shows from bars because they wanted an audience. Tom would start drinking, and by the end of that show, Tom was usually in the bag. It was known, it was accepted, but he was always a class act, always a very funny guy. Dude. And he wasn't always trying to be funny. He's just that guy. Anyway, we got the news that yesterday he died from complications of leukemia at the age of 82. But early in my radio career, he's one of the first legitimate guys, so to speak, that we kind of worked with, man. And he was always a super top-of-the-line class act in everything that he did. Wasn't even the best color guy. But he really was. Well,
and that was the other thing.
He was fun to listen to.
He was funny. He was a nice dude. And then also, like we were running those, like I was running the show. It was like the post show.
Oh, yeah.
Tom had already done his job for the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was always like, it doesn't bother me.
Tom, he would get hammered. And the bosses, they would pitch a bitch about it all the time. And they would tell him. And you can tell him anything you want. And he's like, yeah, I hear you. You'll be upset next week when you hear me get drunk again, man. That's the thing. This dude, but he put in the work. And that was one of the things we got to learn from him. Like, dude, you put in the work, have fun doing it, be thorough, be good at your job, and enjoy what you do, right?
And isn't like at Super Bowl 4 or something, he comes in, I want to say he almost plays quarterback or something.
He did. He had to step in and play quarterback for a little while. So he's known as a running back. He had to step in and play quarterback. Again, this is in a Super Bowl 1,000 years ago, but still, man, it's pretty significant. And as far as Colts records go, he's still in the top 5 for quite a few of them, man.
Yeah, when you go in for Johnny U, that's kind of a big deal.
Right. Johnny Unitas was your quarterback. You're the guy they asked to step in. Anyway, we got to work with the guy. He was definitely a class act and kind of integral to our start in radio. But yeah, died earlier this week. Complications of leukemia. Also, he was 82. But anyway, we'd be remiss if we did not bring him up. So, Tom, hey, man, to his family, hey, we wish nothing but the best for you. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
And Tom will be drinking it with us, trust me. So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola!
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
Oh, I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Mike. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola.
All right, Mike, you understand how this here game is played?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. You have your choice of one of three stories. We have the wonderful world of drugs. We have Bite Me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? And finally, interior decorating, where you guess the foreign object that ended up on the inside of someone.
I'm going to go interior decorating. Those are always gnarly.
Well, they are gnarly. All right, here is your story. And, a little local tie here, Everett, Washington. Woo! Congratulations for being featured on Profile This. It's what all young kids hope to aspire to one day. Anyway, the Snohomish County Sheriff's Office says a body scanner found something hidden inside of a woman when she was being booked into jail. Now, the 30-year-old woman, she was being booked into Snohomish County Jail for suspicion of DUI when something was found not in her vagina or anus, but hidden between the folds of flesh in the woman's abdomen. In other words, in layman's terms, she hid something in her fat rolls. Now, corrections deputies removed the object, and the woman was booked on the additional charge of possession of something, which is a Class C felony. Now, the object, if you care, was detected by the new Tech 84 body scanner, which was approved by Snohomish County just last year, and it's been used at the jail since January of this year. So they're quite happy that this thing works. The question is, what was this big, sexy beast hiding in her fat folds? A knife, meth, a gun, or cash?
I'm going to go meth, just being that this is Everett, Washington.
That is strong.
Ted?
Meth, final answer.
Yeah, meth sounds right. I feel like Snohomish County Jail's got a lot of meth in there. But let's say she had a gun in there.
Gun. Mike, I'm going to join you. Go meth. I think it makes the most sense. Going to jail, might as well have some drugs. All right, we're going to find out what she hid in her fat rolls there. Was it a knife, meth, gun, or cash next?
That was
No one is slowing down in this hiring race for the right talent. That's why Principal wants to help you stay competitive by providing a comprehensive benefits package tailored to your company's and your team's needs. Because having the right benefits may help you reward and retain your team so they feel valued, motivated, and ready for the future. And that makes all the difference for your business. From large corporations to small and mid-sized businesses, Principal has the retirement and group benefits plans customized for your goals. Your company's future depends on its people. Give them the tools they need to succeed. Talk to your financial professional today about the right benefit plans from Principal. Principal Life Insurance Company, Des Moines, Iowa. For important information about our products, visit principal.com/disclosures.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Bro, gnarly. What's up, Taylor? Dude, that nerd in his electric hybrid totally blew the light while texting his yuppie friends.
That's so bogus, bro. Are you hurt?
Yeah, like I can't move my hips, bro. I think I broke my pelvis, man. Dude, no way.
Taylor, you need to drop a dime and talk with the lawyers at the Advocates Law Firm.
No way, can't afford that, bro. Your crotch is broken, man, and they don't earn any money unless they win your case. Dude, no way. You get injured, the advocates get results. Contact them today at advocateslaw.com.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
All right, categories interior decorating on Profile This. We got a woman in Everett, Washington, getting booked into jail there. There's a body scanner. They found something in her fat rolls. So the question is, what was in her rolls? Was it a knife, meth, a gun, or cash?
What was in her rolls?
And Mike, that is the question that we posed to you. Now, you live in the area. You said, look, man, it's Everett. Oh. It makes sense that it's meth. Miles, you agreed. Shockingly, it was not bad, but still a strong guess. Ted, you went with a gun. So
A gun?
Why the hell not? And guess what? You are correct.
Damn.
Hit a gun in the fat road.
Every time you cross the line in Snohomish County, somebody's there and they go, meth or gun?
Put it in the fat road.
What would you like?
Now for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
Snohomish County, I'm just having fun with you.
Yeah, but you're right.
It's mainly just Everett. All right, choices today will be the Jimmys.
Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel?
Correct. Seth Meyers.
Okay.
Writers and Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It's like that. The title always guys have teams of talented writers who come up with their monologues each and every night. So it's up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom? Or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
A new study suggests that married couples who met on dating apps have a better chance of getting divorced. Well, that was kind of the point, said a couple who met on Divorcer.
Fallon.
Seth Meyers?
Meyers.
A new study suggests that married couples who met on dating apps have a higher chance of getting a divorce. Well, that was kind of the point, said a couple who met on Divorcer.
Due to a multitude of issues, the country is now suffering a wine shortage, and it's serious. Now book club members are just sitting in a circle like, I guess we could talk about the book.
Fallon.
Yeah, Fallon.
Fallon.
Thanks to ongoing supply chain issues, a massive drought, and lack of bottles, the country is now experiencing a wine shortage. A wine shortage, it's serious. Right now, book club members are just sitting in a circle like, well, I guess we could talk about the book.
I was at a bar once. Somebody said, you like this bar? I said, I do. And they said, well, you should come by every Wednesday night. We have book club. No.
I'm at a bar. Ask me if I like the bar. This is your book club sales pitch moment. Come on, dog.
We meet in a bar. Yeah. Kyle Penn of Harold and Kumar fame has recently come out as gay. Neil Patrick Harris, who was in the movie, is also gay. And it just all seems so fake. Starting to think, did they even go to White Castle?
Seth Meyers.
Writers?
Smith!
Smith.
Well done.
I know. Well, remember Neil Patrick Harris? He's very horny in that movie for a widow.
yeah.
And then, right, it was right about that. That's how you found out he was gay. And I was like, all right.
He was the greatest part of that movie.
And VH was.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Burgers, more like a... I got you, Mike. Nike is planning on entering the metaverse so it could start selling digital sneakers. They are expensive shoes that you can't actually wear, or as they're also known, heels.
Seth Meyers.
Yeah, Seth.
Jimmy Fallon.
Nike is planning to enter the metaverse so it can start selling digital sneakers. That's right. They're expensive shoes that you can't actually wear, or as they're also known, heels.
I love Air Maxes. I'm not buying fake Air Maxes. No. Or like digital Air Maxes.
It's so stupid.
Yeah. The only thing digital in my life is my girlfriend. McDonald's this year is celebrating the 40th anniversary of its McRib sandwich. But if anybody asks, it was made today.
Seth Meyers.
I'm going to go writers.
Seth Meyers.
McDonald's this year is celebrating the 40th anniversary of its McRib sandwich. But if anyone asks, it was made today.
Mike was just telling me he's got to get a McRib in his body.
Yeah. Have you ever had a McRib?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You actually like it, huh?
It's not that I like it, much like the pumpkin spice latte. I want to get one as the cycle goes around just to remember why I don't much
Normally
care.
you don't
Yeah,
like
but we like the pumpkin spice.
Yeah, it's okay. I get like one a season. I maybe two.
Every time I get one, I'm like, this is okay. I just should have got a Big Mac.
Right.
That's all.
I'm disappointed every time.
You seen the videos of how those things are made?
Yeah.
It's pressed pork.
Yes.
I just never liked them.
They're just not good.
So here's a good story. You guys like drug shows?
I mean,
it depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my routine is like sports, comedies, drug shows.
Mm-hmm.
So if you watch a lot of shows, because there's a ton of like real life, like you have National Geographic is always doing behind the scenes on drug lords, this and that. I was telling Mike, I just watched that movie Legend the other day about the two twins in London that were gangster. Because I've been watching a gangster show, and I was like, oh, there's a whole movie about these two. I'll watch it. Tom Hardy, I say this every time. He's just a creep.
It's not a creep. You take the words back.
But he's a great actor.
I'm a Tom Hardy apologist.
But he plays a creep almost too well. The talking is always weird. Like, it's not Bane. That's just the way dude talks. I'm telling you, man. He slipped into it a couple times in that movie. Anyhow, so
check out Mad Max Fury Road.
You want to do some drugs, Ted Smith?
What? That'd be my biggest problem with Bane. Like, dude, I know you're a badass, and I'm terrified of it. I know you can kill me. Seriously, man, you got to say it one more time. Hello, welcome to the Wendy's drive-thru. Can I
would love a French.
First of all, you know Bane he's getting spicy nugs.
Bane?
Oh, yeah.
You think it's spicy? Man, I don't know. I feel like he's someone that eats healthy.
Is the McRib still on the menu? Is it too late to order from the breakfast menu?
So in this movie, right, he's playing twin brothers, but it's just him playing them. And the one brother talks a little bit different than the other one. Kind of like, but they're supposed to have like a Cockney accent, right? So it's already pretty bad.
Right.
But he's like, it was like Bane. I can't do it. But it was like Bane was talking in an English accent.
Bane with a Cockney accent.
Please, sir, may I have some more?
All right, Oliver. Jesus. Well, all right. Did you guys ever watch Peaky Blinders?
I have not watched it yet.
But it's on 24 hours a day.
Peaky Blinders?
There's one network that has it on. Oh, no, sorry. That's Peppa Pig.
Not the same. Not the same.
I knew it was something with a P. Is that a kid show?
Yes. Peaky Blinders. Yeah. It's not a children's show.
Oh, no, I didn't see that then. I watched Peppa Pig.
Don't listen. This is just me being nice. Public service announcement. Do not sit your children down and watch Peaky Blinders.
Okay.
Peaky Blinders is so dark and tough. It's a gangster show that's in England in like the early 20th century. That one is so tough. Like, I know adults that are like, I can't watch it. The violence is a little too brutal.
Daddy gangster. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to meld the two together for you.
Here, kid,
so anyhow, in Peaky Blinders, he plays a different character who I'm telling you always sounds a little the same.
Perhaps it is just my speaking voice.
All right, look.
I'm your substitute teacher today. You can call me Mr. Bane. If you step out of line, I will kill you.
I'm like, why does he have marbles in his mouth? And it sounds scary, but his voice never goes above a certain pitch.
I am not marbles. I am always constipated.
Well, he's in another movie I love where they're bootlegging down in like Kentucky and West Virginia. What's that?
Is that one with Shia LaBeouf?
Lawless?
Yes.
Lawless, yeah.
He
talks so low and where? Guess we'll have to kill somebody.
Try some of our white lightning. Can you tell I'm from the Ozarks? Does my accent give it away?
Right. Hey, me, mate. Kentucky.
Hello, y'all.
So, all right. So I watch a lot of drug gangster shows, whatever. So Sofia Vergara, she is going to play a Colombian drug lord in a new show called, there's an R in there. It says Griselda, but I think it's Giselda.
Would you rather listen to her or Tom Bane?
I love Sofia Vergara's accent.
I love her. It's
better than your girl. Who's the other? Who you're all fired up about now? Hello, Adele.
Yeah, but, all right, but look, here's the difference, all right?
Sorry, Miles, it's hard to remember. Adele sounds like she wants to buy you a pint and go get in
she sounds like she has
have
seven vaginas.
Let's have a punch-up with the other boys.
And all of them are open for business. She does. But she sings well, so you rarely hear her speak. Where Tom Hardy, Like, all I do is hear him talk. Sofia Vergara, all she does is talk, and her accent is funny. Not her accent. The way she chooses to speak is funny, but, man, I would lose my mind if everything that I heard was like this.
Well, she'll have a different accent for this one. If you know any of the drug stuff, you would know, Griselda Blanco. She's in Colombia. She's basically like the heavy before all the other drug dealers kind of show up.
I think she was more ruthless.
She was. She was right. Yeah. She was a powerful cocaine trafficker in the 80s that was known as the Black Widow.
The cocaine.
It's a six episode limited series on Netflix from the same team that brought Narcos and Narcos Mexico. But they want you to know this has nothing to do with Narcos.
Okay, all right.
Right, because if you watch Narcos and then Narcos Mexico, there was kind of...
I bet it's dark. You know what I mean?
It is very dark.
Right. She was a billionaire, built $1 billion empire before most of the male dudes we know. So yeah, it's going to be super dark. And apparently everybody's in on it. I guess they're done with doing.
I'll be there.
Jennifer Lopez is developing a movie about it too, called The Godmother.
Boss is quite large.
Well, like The Godfather, Godmother.
Right, yes. Thank you, Ted. Angelo's jiggly backside.
Segment is over.
Oh, God. Thank you, sir. You are listening to The Men's Room.
No one is slowing down in this hiring race for the right talent. That's why Principal wants to help you stay competitive by providing a comprehensive benefits package tailored to your company's and your team's needs. Because having the right benefits may help you reward and retain your team so they feel valued, motivated, and ready for the future. And that makes all the difference for your business. From large corporations to small and mid-sized businesses, Principal has the retirement and group benefits plans customized for your goals. Your company's future depends on its people. Give them the tools they need to succeed. Talk to your financial professional today about the right benefit plans from Principal. Principal Life Insurance Company, Des Moines, Iowa. For important information about our products, visit principal.com/disclosures.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Well, great balls of fire, Bubba.
What happened, Buford?
That crazy son of a Sal blew right through that four-way stop on Main Street and plowed into my cowboy Cadillac.
Your what?
My pickup truck. And I'm pretty sure my leg is broken, Ted.
Oh, quit your bitching, Buford, and talk with those side busters at the Advocates Law Firm. When I got busted up last month, well, shoot, they made sure those snakes at the insurance company played fair.
Boy, howdy. Even that creepy so-and-so Kyle earned his keep.
So if you get injured, the advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com. Steal a furnace from a home and they end up passing out when the gas leaks. Meanwhile, a New Orleans man arrested after masturbating on the front lawn and exposing his cheeks. Florida man with stay tattooed on his face throws a TV at his mom's head. Another Florida man cuts cables at a television station as everyone's picture went dead. And a drunk Florida boater rams another boater for causing a small wake. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
All right, our top story. We go to Winnipeg, where two people passed out while committing a burglary. They had broken into a house later in the afternoon and attempted to steal the furnace right out of the home. Wow. Unfortunately for them, they forgot the possibility that the furnace would be hooked up to an active gas line.
Well, you know what happens.
They were eventually brought down by the fumes, and authorities were called after neighbors smelled the gas in the area, which, honestly, I don't know how they're not dead.
I don't either.
The neighbors, in their homes was like, oh, I smell gas. How those guys survived laying in there for that long for it to spread that far.
What are you going to do with that? You install it in your own house?
That's the most valuable thing in the house.
Right.
You need that? And you can't even recognize whether it's electric or gas?
Right.
I mean, come on.
Hey, they just need a warm apartment, man. In other news, neighbors in New Orleans are rallying together to force some action on one of their own. Twice in a little over a year, they've had one of their neighbors in his late 60s standing outside of his home with his pants and undergarments around his ankles, vigorously masturbating.
So what's
Vigorously. Does anybody ever just kind of
gently masturbate?
Yeah.
Essentially masturbate.
Are there other people in the house?
I don't know. It's just like, I just feel like self-time is like basically one speed.
True enough.
And you light candles, drinking a glass of red wine, and stretching it out. Like, come on. Mm-hmm. We've lost the plot.
Sometimes you need to take care of yourself, Dad.
No romance needed on this one.
Right.
You know what, to be fair, if you're doing it outside for people to see, I assume it's vigorous.
Right. He's been arrested and charged for both offenses, but the community is looking for a more effective method of putting an end to the displays there. It's time for the third headlines update. I don't think we've ever had this before. A repeat offender, that lovely young gentleman that has such pride in the state of Florida that he had the silhouette tattooed on his dumbass forehead.
That's where my dad lives.
Really, right in that area.
In a similar trailer park.
Oh, Lordy.
But without the tattoo.
Yeah.
He's once again been arrested for assaulting his mother after being woken up to be taken to work by her, by the way. She's still driving him to work, and she's waking his ass up. But he made a comment about ending her life and then threw a television at her before locking her into a chokehold until she passed out.
You know who does that? People who get the state of Florida tattooed on their face.
Right. I'm thinking that this man needs just a little bit harder of a look than maybe a little time out in prison.
I thought I was angry. That is ridiculous.
You're sure you want the tattoo on your forehead? This is permanent.
This is a bad idea. The mask is removable.
A portion of a highway in the UK was shut down overnight for an interesting reason. Not for construction, not for an event, but because a herd of about 25 cattle wandered onto the roadway and decided to have themselves a party. All right. They spent a majority of the night corralling
the party.
The good kind of party.
Grab my udders.
Hang on there. Gotcha. That's fun. I don't know what's going to happen now.
Oh, no.
Toga.
They spent the majority of the night corralling the cattle to a safer location before opening the road back up in the middle of the night. This is not good. My hotkeys just went away.
Uh-oh. It's a technical thing.
I can't end the show.
Well, right. You know how the computers get this time of night.
We can't end the show.
I can't end the show.
Someone's going to talk.
Up. There it is. Okay, we got it back. There we go. And that is it for your headlines. Holy cow. With that, my talk is out.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. We'll see you next on the Odyssey app for the Men's Room Happy Hour and Dirty Big Dummy next.
Yes, indeed. It is all true. You might have a special guest for Dirty Big Dummy.
Ooh.
It's my wife's here. I told her, hey, you got to play the game with us. So, in the meantime, we be all about this bitch for 90 seconds. Till then, do what you do best, bro. They have to say, stay beautiful. Thank you.
Audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
No one is slowing down in this hiring race for the right talent. That's why Principal wants to help you stay competitive by providing a comprehensive benefits package tailored to your company's and your team's needs. Because having the right benefits may help you reward and retain your team so they feel valued, motivated, and ready for the future. And that makes all the difference for your business. From large corporations to small and mid-sized businesses, Principal has the retirement and group benefits plans customized for your goals. Your company's future depends on its people. Give them the tools they need to succeed. Talk to your financial professional today about the right benefit plans from Principal. Principal Life Insurance Company, Des Moines, Iowa. For important information about our products, visit principal.com/disclosures.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.